Hello, can you hear me? I'm going to turn my volume up just for a second on my phone to make sure I can hear myself. Make sure it's working. Oh, okay. Awesome. So there we go. It's working. Welcome to Carol's Crafty Canvas. This YouTube hop has been awesome. Thank you. This was one that I made previously. Ooh. Dana and Becca, you have done such an awesome job on this YouTube hop. I watched so much YouTube yesterday. It's pretty funny. I probably won't be as good as Ray was watching the chat. I get focused in, but I promise I won't go quiet as much as I have a tendency to do. While everybody's coming in, I just thought I would show you something that you can get for free in my Ko-fi shop. I have quite a few freebies in my Ko-fi shop. This is some little Halloween coloring page. It's really cute. This one's real hard to color because he's white. And I also did one digitally, which is hard to say if you don't like the color. And there's one with leaves to do and pumpkins. So those are fun. If you'd like to visit my Ko-fi shop, the link is in the description of the video. I really had a good time doing these. And something I discovered with this is if you have a jelly print or painty paper that is the color of leaves, if you scan it and print it, then print this on top of it to cut it out, you have your own digital. It's really cool. I've been doing that. Hi, everyone. So glad to see you. All right. Well, today I'm going to be making a quirky house. I've been kind of obsessed with them lately. I go through phases of what I make, different things. Right now it's quirky houses. This was the first one I made. And then these are little handmade ephemera and fake stitching. And then I said, ooh, I have tie-dye paper. So then I made a tie-dye quirky house with this little thing inside. And then I knew I was going to do this Halloween hop. So I thought I would do a haunted quirky house. So I did this one kind of as my little prototype with the boom. And let's see, that skeleton head skull, I guess you would call it, was actually a napkin that I got at the Dollar Tree. Well, it's got a bunch of skulls. And then I glued it onto a piece of white paper. That way it wouldn't be see-through. So, but let's get started on the one I'm making today. Yeah, I'm addicted to quirky houses. I like making tags a lot too. Due to time constraints, I went ahead and made my door and my window, all using scrapbook paper. So in this one, I'm going to make a hand. So I'm going to make the base first, the house, not the roof. And I'm going to do some tearing and inking. It's just 9 a.m. for me, so it's definitely morning. Good morning, good morning. So I'm going to do a tear this way and ink it. and glue it. If I have time after the quirky house, I'm going to put some doodles on these watercolor shapes I made. So hopefully I will. So nervous. This is a little nerve-wracking. So I'm trying to just pretend like I'm talking to the camera, like I'm making a video. Okay. And then this one, I'm going to tear this direction and put this part up on here. Let me show you what I make my doodles with now. I have gone crazy making all of these liquefied acrylic paint squirt bottles. They're so fun. The challenge is, I just did that too small thing. The challenge is, it just looks like a rip in the house. I'm just going to leave it that way. The challenge for me, I forgot what I was saying. Oh, it's not putting my arm in the paint once I've done it. I wish I had an eyeball. That'd be good right there. Doodle, doodle. I love to doodle. All right. Get my glue. I always put a O for open because I have extras on the side. This one's almost empty, so I'm going to need that extra one. All right, I'm going to put my glue on to the side. That because I only have a little bit of desk space. I got interrupted yesterday morning during the first live stream. One of my dogs, my old dog, was sick, and I had to kind of rush her to the vet, and everything ended up okay. But I was nervous because she's 14. So now she's on some medicine. She's my little money pit. I love my dogs. Joyce is my sister. I'm glad you're here. Glad everyone's here. This is pretty amazing. All right, so there's the bottom, the house itself. I love this with my gluey scissors. And take a deep breath, Carol. Okay. I work on fast mode. I'll have this done in 10 minutes. Then what am I going to do? I have extra stuff sitting on the side. Uh-oh, I just made it crooked. My the video I can see on my phone is delayed. So I guess there must be a setting where I can undelay that because that's kind of weird. All right. Oops, I'm gonna put it upside down. Okay, so there is the base of the house. And the roof, let's see. Just in case anyone wants to know, this is 3.5 inches by 8 inches. And then this piece I'm going to do for the roof is about 7.5 by 4.5, but I'm going to glue it down and fold it over. Maybe I should glue the paper on first. Too much stuff. Is that going to fit? Yes, it is. So my roof's going to be these stars. This is from the Digital Collage Club. This piece of paper here is. The other paper was from a scrapbook set. I need more desk space. I'm having to shift things around. All right, let me load this up with some glue over here. I don't know about you all, but I go through some glue sticks. All right. Glue, where'd it go? There it is. I'm already getting stuff stuck to my fingers. Yeah, for me. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's get these off of there. Has everyone been keeping up with the secret words? My sister Joyce is a very talented acrylic painter. We started out, I used to do painting classes at the library where I used to work. And the painting class was called Crafty Canvas. And it was awesome. I don't know, I'm sure you all know who the Art Sherpa was. She had a program called Labs where you could join and learn how to teach classes, and there was all kinds of awesome resources. So I'm gonna fold this in half now. And the resources, since I was working at a library, which was nonprofit, I was able to access that for free. And it really taught me a lot as far as teaching those painting classes. Yeah, it really broke my heart when she passed away. It sure did. But my sister came to a painting class at the library, and ever since then, boy, she has taken off. She has surpassed the teacher, all I can say. Use some art glitter glue on this since this is cardstock. Glue it down well. Nice. Best thing about art glitter glue, it's fast. Get that back on there though, because it will dry up. Okay. Definitely. I appreciate everyone being here. And hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and also do that to everyone else's channel. That in the description, there's a link to all of the people doing this hop. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to a couple of paper clips. Everything's falling over. I'm notorious for that. So get 2 paper clips, and I'm going to clip this down even. Or even enough. It's quirky, so it doesn't have to be totally even. And I'm going to get this washi tape, and I'm going to create a hinge for this roof. And because it kind of looks like a spider web. I don't know what it is, but that's what it looks like to me. Oh, and I don't trust washi tape, so I'm going to put glue. Uh-oh. Let's do that again. Uh-oh. Where are you, And? There you are. You know how it goes when you're doing stuff on camera. Okay. Be more careful this time. And put some glue on it. Almost wadded it up again. And put that halfway on here. Well, it's a little over half, but that's okay. And fold it up, turn it over, and put it on again. Put it on that side. And press it really well. I do love making tags. When I open that up, you can see there's a gap. That's what makes it easy to flop like that. And I still teach a class at the library making tags, which is nice since I retired, that I'm able to still do that. My group of ladies that love to come to my class, they pick up their kit, sit down, chit chat, listen to music, and just have a good time. I do it about every other month. All right, there we go. Now put a piece of washi on this side. Then I'm going to use this cake icing thing and get down in that crack and kind of push the tape against itself so that it's glued to itself, if that makes sense. So make sure it's flapping pretty good. Yep, flapping really well. So the next thing I'm going to do is get that off of there. Cut it from here to the top so that it's more of a roof shape. I'm not going to measure it. Ooh, it's thick. There we go. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Put that away. All right, so look at here. Now we've got a house with a roof. And if the roof's too long, I can cut it off. Depends on how my door will fit. Uh-oh, almost. I don't know if you can see the little spooky lady in the eyeball. I did that ahead of time because I wasn't sure how long that would take. All right. I'm curly a little bit, so I'll try to uncurl this. I'm not sure when the last live is today, but this has been really fun watching everybody's different types of art. Let's glue these houses down. Door and window down, and then decorate the rest of the house. My line's wobbly. I'm still nervous. Get my little tweezers. They help me. I almost made that door too tall. It's okay. Somebody tall lives there. All right. Maybe I've got the I might be able to get my watercolor out and make some collage fodder, which I love to make. He's watching out the window. She's very tall. I should have made that window shorter. That's okay. It's okay. What's the best thing about this kind of art? I'm going to press that for a minute. It's trying to curl up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Now I'm going to decide what I'm doing as for the rest of the decorations. On the other one, it's crazy. You can sit something down. You just had it in your hand. I used the witch's hat for the chimney. But kind of like that bat. Art glue, pen. Always let it dry up. Too much stuff. Oh, that too matchy there. Decisions. Now I don't need to let myself get bogged down in these decisions. So I'm going to go for it with that one. Okay. If I hurry up and do it, I'm okay. But if I start thinking about it, I'll spend 10 minutes saying this or that. So if I get it done real quick, there's the chimney. Okay, it's done. And this is a little piece of a gel print strip because I am a scrap collector. Almost too matchy, isn't it? Okay. I have this little container full of little strips. These are pretty interesting. From a spiral notebook that I took the metal off of it And whenever I paint, I keep these little things that tear off and make things out of them. So let's see. This one might be the good one because of the color of the, hat. That's going to be the trim. If I was a sewer, it doesn't matter if the colors are matched because it's corky. About right there. Okay. If I was sewing, I would love to sew around this. I think that would be just so cute. But I have a sewing machine, but I don't have the space to put it out yet. So this is kind of like the shingles, the roof shingles, what that represents. Okay. Get that off of there, that off of there. I'm gluing with a little crooked, but that's all right. Okay, so look at that. Now let's see. My little saying, because it made me giggle. If I can find the other piece of it, I started not to cut it apart for that very reason. Okay, I'm going to take 10 seconds or maybe 30 and move this stuff I'm not using out of my way so I can find the rest of my quote. I'm just here, but it's not funny without the rest of it. Really? So here it is upside down. For the booze. I'm just here for the booze. I love that. I love margaritas too. So that's why I should have made a margarita as the chimney. That'd be funny, but make it Halloween looking. Too late. So I'm just here for the booze. I am from Rutherford County, Tennessee, which is about 20 miles from Nashville. I worked in Nashville for 30 years. And I retired. I worked in budget and finance. I loved art in high school. And then I started my career and I just stopped. I just stopped being creative. And then when I started working at the library after I retired, they had all these programs and resources and encouraged everyone to be creative. And I found my creative self again, and I'm so happy. And that's when I discovered the Art Sherpa. I probably spent hundreds of hours with her virtually doing paintings and stuff. So I worked at the library for 10 years, and it was awesome. I got my shush down just right. I love shushing people, which is funny. The new people would be nervous about it. I'd say, watch this. And I'd say, psh, and the people would stop. I'm just here for the booty. I want to go wonky with it because that way I won't have to worry about it being perfect. Yes, the shushing was funny. I mean, some people didn't like it, but it was funny because you'd hear them giggle like, oops. I'm just here for the booze. All right, I feel like I need something under there now. I have quite a few different things. I have more ghosts. Should I put ghosts? Or this little bat. The little bat is really cute, but I don't know if that shows up too much. What do y'all think? I've got another these are the little coloring pages that I colored with some acrylic markers. Let's see. Frankenstein, he's too cute. These are too cute. Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing as too cute? Possibly. Another little container. I get a lot of my images from this Etsy shop called Bontic Vintage Designs. I just love their things. I like that. But the color definitely doesn't match. And then also from Canva. Look at these raccoons. More of the little ghosts. I've got some little ghosts right there, and I could cut those out since I'm here for the booze. I think that's a good idea. That's what I'm going to do. My little scissors. Oh, the pen back in my glue. I can barely see it. There we go. All right. Let's see. I'm still nervous. Can I fuzzy cut nervous? I don't know why I'm nervous anymore. I'm doing it. Oh, I'm going to have to look for the secret word in my own chat. I'm going to leave those kind of together. Make it a little easier. Oh, yeah. I like that. Cute. Almost done with this tag, and it's just almost 25 after. I'm going to be able to get out my watercolors. Now, I am not a fine artist, let me tell you. My stuff is more on the simpler side. I like to put the colors down and then doodle on top of them. All right. Welcome to the new people who came in. I am not very good at keeping up with chat, but it looks like it's really flying by. That's so awesome. All right, so now I need a little, this house needs a decoration for Halloween. A little pumpkin, which I had. There it is. Maybe more than one. I have this little bucket of little things for making Twinkies. I mean, not Twinkies, ATCs. I guess they're little enough where I could make Twinkies with them. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Like it's on the front porch for Halloween. For the trick-or-treaters. Get down there, bud. I call everything Buddy. I don't know why. There, little patch of pumpkins. I need one of those dangles for my needle, my pen. Uh-oh, it's getting clogged. Don't do it to me. There we go. Now I'm going to ink this heavily because I like it. I like it like that. And then I'm going to get the squirt bottle out with the acrylic paint and do some outlining. And at that point, I'll have to set it aside because it'll be wet. I do love how inking the edges of things brings it together. And also it makes your imperfect cutting look a lot better. Okay, so I'm going to set this inker aside, get it out of my way, and I'm going to move all this stuff out of the way. And get out my little squirty paints. Could have put a happy Halloween there. Too much. Just leave it like it is. All right, so now my house it could be done right now. I'm just here for the booze. But, excuse me, I'm going to put some gold watered down acrylic paint on it. I had to put a new top on this in the squirter little hole. It comes out in bigger blobs, so I'm gonna have to be careful. I'm not gonna do the inside because I want to be able to shut it. So I'm just gonna do the outside and here. I'm going to dash it like it's a sewing machine, even though oh, yeah, this one definitely it comes out. That'll take a year to try. I don't like the nozzle on this one. That big blob right there, I'm fixing to get rid of it. Yes, I'm getting rid of this one too. There we go. Now I can do that again. There, much better. All right, and down here, I'm going to do it. Wait a minute. I'm going to put a dot in each star just because it'll make it sparkle a little more. All right. And now I'm going to do polka dots all along the edge. These fine tip bottles have been an obsession of mine for about 3 months now. Started out with white, and I've kind of gone nuts, but that's okay. I enjoy these. Now, when this is dry, I will open it and do it on the inside also. Filling them was crazy. It was crazy. And I ended up having to take them out of the large ones and put them in smaller ones. So I even did it twice. Okay. So there, I don't know if they show up very well, but I will be doing the dots all the way around this whole inside also. But since it's wet, look at it shaking. I'm going to move this to the side now and mess with the watercolor. So I wanted to show you this also. I got stuff sitting around everywhere. One of my future products in the next week or two is got to be soon because it's for Halloween. I'm going to make a little junk journal. I've got some envelopes, some book page. Then I have these designs with I love neon colors, and it's neon Halloween. And I put them two-sided. Then I'm going to add some blank pages in the middle for journaling and stuff like that. And I'm going to put it on this package. That's going to be the book. So that's going to be fun. Okay, let's see. Water. Got this bucket It's got 3 different reservoirs, which is a hard word to say. And this watercolor set, these 6 are Holbein. These are Royal and Langnickel. These are the better ones, but I don't care. I like the cheap stuff too. And I have some book pages. The best thing about when I was working at the library is I got a good supply of book pages. There's a few torn out scrapbook paper, sketchbook paper. I use that too, and I have a few music pages. Let's see. I have to have a visual or I can't do it. All right, I'm going to do the shape like these pumpkins. There we go. I have to have one sitting beside me or I won't know how to paint it. Okay, so I'm going to use, and like I said, I'm not a fine artist here, but I'm going to just show you an example of how I paint it on there. Then I'm going to get the ones that are already dry and doodle on them. All right, 30 minutes up. I can do this. I can do this. Oh, it's already got the lid on it. Okay, get my brush, and I'm going to do a very wonky pumpkin. And I was going to do I'm a messy painter. The fun of these are not really how they look before the paint. It's after you start doodling on it. Holding my paintbrush funny. I'm trying not to have my hand in the way. And I don't care if they're exactly the same color because that's the variation in color is what I like. These just basically look like big commas. And I'm gonna get a little yellow and kind of just add to it. Give it some other color. And a little red. And then add a little skim, nothing fancy. Add a little dark brown, give it some different color. I'm definitely being messy with it. And the background ones were the ones that always get me. So I'm just, someone's in the other room talking. That is very wet. That's okay. So that's an example of how I do a quick little pumpkin. It's nothing spectacular. And then also I like to do, I'll use this brown, like botanicals. Oh, that big chunk of paint on there. Get off of there. Sharon. Somebody in the other room distracted me. And then that's a big chunk of paint. That's the bad thing about these Royal and Langnickels. And I just do these fast. I like to do that design a lot. And I also like to do this circle one a lot. I like to do them 2 times. And then when I doodle on them with the white paint, it totally changes the character of it. And then this one, I'm going to put some yellow, I think. All right. So that's an example of me painting the blobs on the paper. Oh my goodness, both dogs are in here. Y'all are going to have to go away. So the ones I had that were already painted and dry. Here, Joe. So that was a very quick watercolor demonstration. Now it's doodle time. I looked up at the clock and I realized I could get lost in that, making that. I call it collage fodder. So these are some I did last night. So I'm going to start out in my comfort zone. I try to do Halloween colors, except for this one. I love that ombre effect. So, all right. Let's do the doodling. This is the fine tip. That other one had a little bit of a fatter tip. I don't know how the white's going to look with it, but I'm going to start from this side and go this way so I don't put my arms in it. So basically, I do different kinds. Should I do black? I'll do both. I start at the bottom and I go up. And I just kind of follow what I did. Each one always ends up being different. And a lot of times that's because a little mistake might happen and I have to fix it. Is that showing up? Yeah. It's easy to get the paint too watery when you're doing this. And if you do, then just add a little more paint. I'm going to do some dots. That one ran together. That's okay. On the circle one, I do the spiral, which is fun. So this is what missed one. So there we go. I love doing this. Now this one, I like to do a spiral when I do the circle. Yes, I agree. So much better than gel pen. I used to use Posca pens, gel pens. I tried the Sharpie creative markers, and they all had different things, aspects that I didn't like. Posca pens, a big blob will come out. The gel pens, for me, sometimes they write and sometimes they don't. And the Sharpie creative marker, you'd have to go over it over and over. All right, let's do this spiral. I had to have a sip of my coffee. All right, let's go. Don't be a blob after I just said that. Look, it was a blob. All right. I do find that if I go faster, It works better. My hand's a little shaky this morning. But with this type of art, it doesn't even matter if your hand's shaky. The best thing I love about these is when you cut them out. And then these I like to do more than one line and not be perfect about it. This white one looks really good on colored scrapbook paper. It really shows up a lot. Now I'm going to do a different one on this one. I'm going to put gold on it. Although it's a little bit fatter of a hole there. My terminology sometimes. All right, so I'm going to go up. I'll do the same. You can't see it as well. But if you're doing something more of the vintage type, it looks good in your journal. Can't hardly see it. And I'm going to put a stripe or a line. And I think I'm going to leave it at that. Let's see if I can get it at an angle where you can see that on there. And so there are those three. And I'm going to have to set these to dry 20 minutes. Move it over there to dry. And we'll do this pumpkin with so I say my micron pen that's not in its spot. Oh, there it is. There we go. Also a black colored pencil or a Sharpie or anything. Got to go paint on my finger. I guess I'll put my finger in it somewhere. Oh, here we go. I need to look at this to see where the designs are on this pumpkin. So I'm just going to loosely enhance these pumpkin bumps. I like the scribbledy look when I do it with the Posca pen. Micron pen. Those back pumpkin bumps always get me. Now I'm gonna cut that out and show you what it looks like cut out. Even though it's painted scribbled, painted really messily, once you cut it out, you get a very lumpy pumpkin. There it is. And on these, sometimes I will use the pen rather than the white liner. And I'll just basically do the same thing, go up and down a few times and messily outline it. This is the kind of stuff I love making. And a lot of times I never even use it. I just like making it. Thank you. Thank you. I am so sorry I've not been following the chat. And then since this has kind of got two colors in it, I'm just going to do another circle or teardrop shapes. And once you do this, you don't notice the blobs of watercolor so much. It just brings it all together. And there's that. Time inset. Okay. I'm going to, what am I going to do? I guess since I'm doing pen, I'll just go ahead and do it so it won't show. That won't show very much because it's so dark. I have to make them all the same though. I'm just going to scribble on it. Just to make them the same. Okay, set that aside. I want to, even though I'm trying to stay in the fall theme, the white looks so good on these. So I want to do that. All right, I need another sip of my coffee. I do need to look and see if that secret word is in here. I've been doing so good at getting them, but I haven't on my own. Oh, y'all, I'm so sorry I've missed all this chat. Don't do the live streaming too much. I'm more of a making a video and editing it to death. I love editing videos. Yesterday, someone said they did not like doing the editing. I love it. If I could go back in time, I think I would take a class on that and try to make that a career. I mean, I just love doing it. All right, I guess I missed the word in my own chat. Shame on me. Okay. Oh, it's not been there yet. Okay. All right. Now, this white on these three tones of color always looks good. There we go. Well, if I can get it to come out of the hole, well, I don't know about other people, but I go through different phases of different things I like to do. And I went through, I know, a good 3 months of making this collage fodder. And I'm just going to put three little dots up here. Or one. Looks like my paint might be a little runny, slightly. And I'm just going to do dots on this whole thing. They're fun too. And then I'm going to show you some of my tags. Since I make so many tags. Or gel prints. Which would you rather see? Some gel prints? And some of this stuff is so bright. I really don't know what I would use it on, but I just like making it. If anyone is in the Nashville area, or in the Tennessee, let me know. All right, so there's those two. And I'm going to show you a few of my gel prints, I believe. It looks like I've got 10 minutes left. I do have some gel prints in my Ko-fi shop also that you can print their fall. All right. These are some half-page ones. At the library where I used to work, they have this room called the Curriculum Lab where you can go and they have all these very large die cuts that you can choose from. I bet you they have 200 or more, probably more actually. And this is one that's really cool. I gel printed on it and it's a card. So that's pretty cool. I'm just going to show you some of my gel prints. It's got some gold on that one. Neons. A meetup would be cool. That would be cool. And at the library I used to work at in Laverne, they would absolutely let me get a room there that we could meet up. That would be cool. Yes, that would just be an awesome thing to do. Flipping through these, I can actually look at the chat. I love Vibrant Grunge also. And I miss that secret word. They are just being good at those words. Now, this isn't even a gel print. This was just a painty paper where I was going to make some leaves. This was with giant bubble wrap. Beck. And this one, interestingly, was made with a sun catcher. So if you go like to the Dollar Tree, the sun catchers, they make awesome mark making tools. This was also the large bubble wrap. This was a brayer off sheet, basically. Another bright one. The giant bubble wrap gold on there. That shows. And this was the original print. And this was the, I guess it's called the ghost print. So they're exactly the same design, but just different colors. And the same with this one. One was the original print, and then this one was the ghost print. Oh, I'm looking again. This is so bright. This is in person the color of the shirts people wear when they mow their yard. That design was made out of the container of my dog's heartworm medicine. Oh, and the rest is just painty paper. Just some painty paper. Look, there's another little gel print. I thought it was all painty paper. I don't know why. There's 2 blank tags in here. But there are. That's it. That's the end of that. All the half page. When I have another collection of full page ones, but we're almost there, almost to the end. I would like to thank you all so much for coming. The chat has been flying by and I was unable to keep up, and I do apologize for that. I would love for you to come back and comment in the restream of the video, and then I can definitely answer there. I'm not good with the fast chat. And thanks again to Becca and Dana. This has been an awesome hop, and I'm going to keep watching. Thanks, everybody. That was fun. Nervous and fun. Bye, everyone. Wow, I have a mess to clean up now. Now I'm going to see if I can find that secret word in there. I'm going to leave it recording while everybody leaves. And I will turn it off. This has been pretty fun. Where'd my quirky house go? I think that's my favorite phrase. Where's that? There it is. And I smashed the paint. Look what I did. Y'all. What a mess. Okay, everybody. I don't know if there's anyone left, but I would like to say goodbye and thanks. Have fun.